Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Aspect Slant of a Changing Man. My name is Gold, and I'm bringing you another episode. If you want to, hit me up. My email address is mplsmikid@gmail.com, at yahoo.com. mplsmikid is also my Instagram. At mplsmikid is my Twitter. Gold Washington is my personal Facebook, and Aspect Slant of a Changing Man is the Facebook for the podcast. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me for another episode. This one, I'm bringing you a talk about leadership. I feel like a lot of men haven't been taught the role because there was someone missing in their lives that was actually able to show them how to be the proper leader for the homes. So I wanted to give a little bit of things that I feel like will help be some good tips as far as helping you become the leader that you feel like you want to be inside of your home, and maybe you could step out and be able to lead the community as far as leadership as well. The reason I want to talk about this is because I felt like in my life I have had people that wanted me to be a leader in the house, but I didn't know how. And because they seen that, it was easy to attack me as a weakness because, once you are seen as someone that doesn't have a tool that you need to be able to survive in a type of environment, it's a dog eat dog world. So the first thing that I feel like you should have when you are looking to become a leader or a better leader, you want to have confidence. You want to be able to have confidence in yourself to be able to lead someone else in a way. No matter if you're a boss or just a husband or any type of role that you feel like would need a leader in that seat, you definitely want to have the confidence in yourself to be able to do that. The one thing that confidence shows is strength. So if you are, if you are able to, show that to people, people would consider you strong mentally, emotionally strong when it comes to how you have the confidence in yourself. And like I said, people will prey on it if they see any type of weakness inside of you, any type of sway that they can knock you off your square. They definitely will try to do that. And in doing that, once they see that you are easily persuaded, they will, prey on that weakness. So you have to definitely know that you are strong enough to be able to stand in whatever realm that you are putting yourself in to become that leader. So you want to be able to, believe in yourself. You want to be able to speak confidence. You want to be able to walk the confidence, and that will let people know like this is a guy that's standing strong. That he's standing tall on the matter of believing in himself in this situation. Another thing that you want to have is self-control. If anybody sees you be able to lose your control in a situation they feel like you should be able to handle yourself in, it lets them sway away from thinking that you're the person that they're supposed to follow. If you get into arguments and you just loosely lose yourself, it's easy to um, turn away from uh, the way that you are talking, from the way that you're walking. One example that I want to use is Martin Luther King. He always preached, the turn the other cheek model, and he was walking it all the time. And it's hard to, it's it's easy these days to sit here and say, you know, it's an eye for an eye. If somebody puts hands on me, I'm definitely uh, acting a fool. If somebody calls me something that ain't my name and is disrespectful, I could easily put hands on them. But this guy was walking around a time that people felt like they could, you know, beat you with a stick. They could spray you with water. They could call you different type of names, and you know they can argue with you, you know, in a way where you felt very very disrespected. But he still held his self control because he had people behind him that believed in what he was saying. And if he lost control at a time, that would make people easily sway away from him. And you know he was strong in that, and that definitely kept people behind him because he kept that self control. And me being the person that I am, I'm very debate. I like to debate. I don't like to argue, but I will argue. You know, I don't like it getting to a serious matter of arguing, but you know, I will argue back, and I have to learn to have self control over that myself because when I put myself in situations where I can easily just um, argue back instead of having self control over myself, there's other people looking at me. There's other people watching me, and if they see that, they definitely one don't like me for maybe who I'm arguing with, and two, they don't like that you know I don't have the self control to show them to have self control in the future. So the thing I'm trying to learn for myself is to have self control. You know, not say things that I really want to say, or just not say anything at all. You know, just keep keep my composure, keep calm, and being patient with the situation. And patience is another thing that you want to have because not everyone will understand the situation that they are in, or understand what you are saying, or understand the way that you're acting. So you have to have the patience with them to be able to, you know, to show them what you are doing or what you are trying to do, and and maybe learn to talk in the way that will give them that understanding. So, you know, you got to be patient with people because it takes a while for them to want to get you if they don't. Even though your light is shining and you're doing the right thing, that might not be enough to get them on the train as fast as you were able to. I mean, for me, it took me 31 years to be able to understand this. So, for me to get someone to think that someone's going to understand the same thing in a shorter amount of time is very hypocritical of me for expecting that of someone. So I must have patience with them to be able to get them to learn something that they might not know. You definitely, and this is a definitely, you definitely want to be able to stand on what you believe in. You know, you want to be able to stand on everything that you are preaching out. If the easiest thing for a person to do to knock you off your hinges is to get you to walk a different route than what you are saying that you want to go down. Once they see holes inside of your story, it's easy for them to picture you as a different person. If you are standing tall, if someone comes into your life and you guys make an agreement and they sit here and say, well, this might be nice or that might be nice, and you're not willing to stand on that, that is a weakness because what you guys agree on is something that should be stood by everybody. But if you're not willing to stand on it when they're preaching to you something that's different, then it's easy for them to go down another path or look for somebody else to do whatever assignment that they're trying to get done with. So that is a biggie. The biggie is you want to be able to stand strong. You want to be able to keep walking down the path of whatever you're preaching. If it's the right thing and you feel like it's the right thing, have the confidence in yourself, have the patience in yourself, and the self-control to keep going down that road. But stand tall on that. Stand strong on that. Because people are looking, people are watching, and the easiest thing for them to do is look for someone else that ain't you to do your job. And the only way that you're able to do your job is to stand strong on it. Another thing you want to have is goals. You want to show people that what your goal is. You know, you don't want to be the blind leading the blind. You want to be able to show them, hey, this is what we're going for. This is why we're doing this. This is what we're trying to get to. And you want to have a set plan to show them, hey, this is the reason that we're doing this, is because this is what is going to happen if we do this. You know, it's hard for a person to be able to follow you if you don't know where you're going or how to get there. So we want to have the goal, and we want to have the steps to be able to help them to see, you know, where they're going as far as following. You know, because once they get to their destination, you know, and they become the leader, they have to set up the goals, and they have to set up the plans for their family, and or stepping outside in the community. You know, you want to be able to set the goals and have the steps, because you may not be able to be there as a leader forever, but you want to have someone else that believes in the way that you're walking to be able to step up and say, okay, this is the goal that we were going to, and this is how we're going to get there, and we believe in that, and we're going to keep going down that. And this is the hard part about knowing how to deal with people. A lot of people feel like they should rule in fear, instead of having authority. Having authority is different than, ruling in fear. And the reason that I say that is because there are different ways to handle people. And there are different ways that um, you can have them show you respect. You don't have to, put fear into their heart as far as, physical, mental abuse. You can actually talk to people and be able to communicate with them and show them reason and give them reasons why they should be able to do the things that they're doing. You should be able to come to them with the type of leadership that shows them, okay, you're walking with the right person. This is what's happening. This is why I'm leading you. This is why everything should go the way that it should go, because it adds lesser stress for everybody. If you're able to not rule, but you're able to have the right type of authority when it comes to being a leader, it'll be easier for you. It'll be easier for you than to, trying to get everybody to fear you, or trying to get everybody to be scared of what would happen if you are disrespected. Yeah, there should be some boundaries of, hey, what I feel like everybody should know there's a consequence of what can happen, as far as not being respectful to the person that is the authority, but it doesn't always have to be in fear that they feel the consequence is going to be as strong. So learning that and learning the difference between those two is, I feel like, the one between the confidence in yourself is going to be the hardest thing. That